Hey guys, it's Lori, your cheeky crafter. I am so excited about today's products. I cannot wait to show you. So I ordered this from scrapbook.com. It's the Foundation Memory Keeper envelope with a magnetic closure. And you guys, this thing is magnificent. It will hold so many photos, recipes, journal entries, whatever you want it to be. And it has magnetic closures already enclosed. It's got add-ons with additional magnetic closures. It's just fabulous. So I also bought the 3 different things where you can add stuff in. Comes with binding strips, all different kinds of envelopes. There's one here where you can just open it up and add even more stuff. It's amazing what all you can do with this. So I got the envelope, the add-on, and then this paper pack. And I got the, oh gosh, what's it called? Viking, ARToptions Viken 12x12 collection pack. These papers are absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to dive into this pack. These colors are right up my alley. These prints are just glorious. And so I found some cardstock in my stash that I'm going to use in some places, but not very much, I don't think, because these papers are just beautiful. I also bought the card kit, which comes with 8 pre-cut cards, pre-scored, and 8 envelopes, pre-cut, pre-scored, and then a package of rub-ons to decorate. So I am excited about this as well. You also get 8 seals to close up those envelopes. There's the note cards that I'm laying out for you. So again, I cannot wait to get started with this set and see what all we can do and how beautiful it's going to be. I don't know who I'm going to give it to. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I just can't wait to get started because I love these colors and all these prints. So let's get going. So first things first, you got to decide which paper you want to be on your front cover. And remember, this has that angled closure, so it's going to be a little weird when you go to cut it. But these zip strips or branding strips, whatever you call them, also have some decoration on one side, so you can save those as well. And I'm going to do something special with one of them on the front cover after I saw it. So I've got my paper. I'm getting ready to cut it and decide what's going to go on the front. And then I've also thought, well, I don't want to waste all this beautiful paper. I'm going to use some cardstock on the front and then decorate the cardstock. So I got the one that I felt like matched the best, which is this really light lavender, lilac, purplish color. And it really does match the paperwork very nicely. And as you can see, I've cut it to just be a 1/4 inch, give me that 1/4 inch border around. And then I'm going to measure to cut this angled piece. The other add-ons, like the envelope add-ons, have a template for you to cut this piece, but the big magnetic closure envelope does not. So I'm just taking a few minutes to get this measured and hopefully cut it right. I realize I can do this and get that angle just perfect. So I'm going to put this down, then use my pencil to just make a mark of where I want to cut it. And then I'll be sure to get that right. And of course that pencil mark won't matter because that will be the part that's glued down. So you won't see it anyway. So once I get this cut and I go to measure, it's still just a little bit off. So I'm going to trim it just a little bit more to make sure it's beautiful and fits perfectly. And I'm sorry that so much of this seems to be off camera. Clearly I need to get my camera in a better position. So there I'm going to cut it down just a little bit more, and we'll see if this fits it just right. And once I'm happy with that, which clearly I wasn't, so let me cut a little bit more. And I'm really just taking off a very little bit here. But there we go. Now it's perfect and I can glue that down. Okay, so I'm getting it glued down here. First the little triangle top part. Then I did that, like I said, I did that purple cardstock underneath. And those 2 pieces that were angle cut to make the triangle at the top on the cover piece, I'm going to save those and put them down at the bottom. You'll see how they look in just a minute. So now I'm thinking about what am I going to do on the inside. And I've already got some little waterfalls set up. I've got the envelope inside, some other gatefold, another big waterfall. But I'm trying to decide what I want where, because that will determine which pieces I know I have to cover up and which ones I don't, because I'm going to stick something else there. So I know for sure that I'm going to add another sheet of paper in another place. But here are those 2 triangles. I think those will look cute there. Those are the 2 pieces I cut off, so I'm just going to place them right there towards the bottom. And then maybe use a zip strip or branding strip, whatever you guys might call them. So we'll see what I'm going to do there. You'll have to stay tuned to see, because that's not yet. I'm trying to decide if that's really what I want to do or not. So now I'm thinking, okay, I know I've got to cover this page. So I'm going through my papers once again to determine which piece I want there. I know it's not the one with that big white center because that one is just, it's too big of an image for that smaller spot. Just so you know, 49 and Market does make pages that are 6x8 that perfectly fit these where you don't have to cut at all. But this particular color set was out of stock at the time. So I just went with the 12x12 because I loved these colors. So I've chosen this paper to put right here, and I think it's just gorgeous. So I'll get that one set up. Then I'm going to, once I get this one glued down, I'll move on to the next page and see what I want to put there. But these papers are just incredibly beautiful. I just don't know that the camera is doing them justice, and certainly not my camera work here, which is half out of frame. Sorry about that. So now I'm looking to see, all right, is this still the right same size? I want to make sure I cut it, give it a nice good border. So you've got that little black border throughout the album and everything looks cohesive and goes together well. So I'm going to get this one glued down, and then I'm really going to have to take some time and figure out what I want to put where and how much bulk I want to have. And ultimately I'm going to decide not to use that interior envelope because I only bought one 12x12 pack of paper, so I don't have enough to cover it as well. So I'm going to use it differently because you can use it actually standalone. You don't have to put it in the you don't have to put it in here. It's a standalone folio as well. So that's really kind of nice. So I thought these corners turned out looking really pretty cool. And then I'm trying to figure out what to do on the sides there. And surprise, I'm going to use washi tape. So I'm excited about that. Now I'm going back to the interior and trying to decide what to put where. So here's my final reveal. You'll notice that I used that branding strip that had postage stamps. I did a rub on right there in the purple. Here's the washi tape, and then you can see how I decorated the rest and ultimately what I decided to put inside, which was this gatefold here. And then we'll flip down this part. There's another gatefold in the opposite direction, and then a waterfall. I felt like this was enough places for pictures. I can't decide who I'm going to give this to quite yet. I've got two people in mind, but we'll see. But there it is. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you.